Hello everyone, my name is Kavitha, daughter of Ramachandran. My matrix number is 801-004-1459-10001. I am from Open University Malaysia, Johor Bahru Learning Center. I am doing Bachelor of Education Teaching English as a second language. The topic of my presentation for today is ways to attract people to listen to your presentation. What are they? Let's see. What can we do to keep the audience attention through the whole of our presentation? There are always people who don't seem to be listening. A one-way presentation is one of the worst possible ways of transferring information from person to person. It requires discipline and effort to simply sit and listen passively to someone speak for any length of time. Keeping your audience attention for long periods can be one of the biggest challenges while speaking in front of a crowd. No doubt, many of you have seen plenty of people scrolling their phones, daydreaming, or even having a chat with their neighbor. Lighten the mood and build a good rapport with the crowd. The audience is more likely to remember you if you make them laugh, and in turn remember your ideas and key points. The power of good eye contact can help to effectively deliver your point. Bear in mind that you should try to connect with each section of the audience. You don't want to just stare at one person, making it feel awkward and you look nervous. Establishing and maintaining eye contact gives it much more personal and intimate feel as you are talking directly to that person. The way you pronounce the words is important. If you talk too fast, the listeners won't follow you. If you talk too slow, they will forget what you meant to say by the time you get to the end of the sentence. Your speech should be completely nature. If you hunch your shoulders forward, do you know how you look? Your audience will perceive you as lacking in confidence. They don't see you as an authority. Some of them might feel sorry for you, but most won't bother listening. Tell an interesting story that complements your presentation. Remember the sayings, facts tells and stories sell. Stories hook audiences from the start. Share an unique story to hold their attention and make sure you tie it in your presentation. Ask your audience to participate. Play a game, pose a question, solve a puzzle, or perform an exercise. For example, avoid telling your audience everything. Let them learn through trial and error. Give your group an exercise and ask what worked and what did not. If you want to lay emphasis on a thing, say it slowly. I read it in a book that saying a number slowly makes it sound bigger than it is. When giving a speech, make sure that you speak about both the positive and negative aspects of a topic. Practice makes perfect, right? If you prepare well before the presentation, you will feel more relaxed and confident while presenting, and it will also improve your body language. In order to make your presentation flow as smoothly and confidently as possible, you should avoid using filler words such as so, and so on. For your listeners, these words convey insecurity and inadequate preparation. You know that people are attracted to other friendly people? Having a smile broadcasts to your audience that you are friendly and approachable. Therefore, they feel more compelled to listen to you. Next, when you talk, do not jump to different things at a time and do not try to cover everything possible. Talk in right process and build the blocks correctly. When you do not arrange things, talk becomes complicated and it's obviously boring. So, clear out everything in your mind first. Involving your audience is essential to making an impact. Your presentation should pull them in, get their attention, and stimulate their thoughts and understanding. This can be done in a number of ways. The way that you plan your presentation will be critical in terms of using language and ideas that your audience will understand. You must also ensure that there is sufficient time for questions and discussion. The way that you deliver your presentation should create a bond with your audience. TED Talks stand out from other forms of presentation as an effective medium to convey accurate, easy to understand information to a target audience. Why? TED speakers go beyond just reciting facts and know how to captivate with emotional influence and speaking passionately about the topic. These presenters touch the hearts of their audience, use enthusiasm, and inspire the audience to positive action. When building your presentation, focus on giving it a structure which people can easily follow. Start by introducing the core concepts and goals. Then, elaborate on the various points in a bit more detail. Draw logical conclusions and leave your audience with a clear takeaway message. You want to flow naturally from one part to the next, like you are telling a big story chapter by chapter. Your audience will come to your presentation in a range of different modes. Try using a simple icebreaker to re-energize them and get them focused on your presentation. For example, ask people to stand up and introduce themselves to their neighbors, or have them identify 2 or 3 questions they would like to hear addressed during your presentation. By starting with an icebreaker, you show your audience that your talk will be interactive and require their participation. Next, don't simply read your talk word for word from a paper. This gets pretty boring for the listeners. Spoken language is less formal and wordy than written language. So, readings make you sound stiff and will dampen any sense of energy in your performance. Reading from a paper forces you to look down instead of speaking to the audience. Instead, you have a script, turn it into notes that you can talk from and glance at only occasionally. It is less important that you capture the text word for a word than you present the main ideas in a natural and relaxed way. This is where rehearsing helps. It not only improves your performance skills, it also enables you to better remember what you want to say. Giving an indication of what will be coming later in your talk is an effective way of maintaining audience interest. Using transitions to draw your audience a roadmap of your presentation. For example, in a moment, I will provide some interesting examples, but first, speaking to an audience requires a pace slower than normal conversation. Nervous speakers tend to speed up, so avoid this. Try varying your pace to create different effects. Try slow measured speech for a point which is serious or need emphasizing, speeding up a little low. Your voice should be loud enough for the listeners in the back rows to hear comfortably. You can also vary volume to make your talk more lively, but avoid shouting. Don't waste the beginning of your speech with powerless platitudes. Start strong because attention spans are short and second chances at first impression are rare. And that brings us to the end. Here, I would like to thank you for your time and attention today. Have a good day. Bye.